I'm here with Governor Chris Sununu of New Hampshire. Governor, nice to see you.
Great to see you.
I was saying I just saw Steve Forbes, our editor-in-chief, of course, former presidential candidate in the hall. First thing he said when I said I was interviewing you is, ask him if he's going to run. So let me get that question out of the way for Steve Forbes. Are you going to run?
Well, you should ask Steve Forbes if what he thinks. Should I run? He's been in this realm before. He's had to answer these questions. So I may. I mean, I may. But right now, the focus for me, always first priority has to be New Hampshire. Unlike most of these candidates, I have a full-time job, right? 24/7, governor of New Hampshire. The phone is always on. But we are traveling a lot nationally, to be sure. And my biggest concern right now isn't about not necessarily my political future. It's about the political future of the party, right?
Yeah.
Are we reaching into the next generation of voter? Are we talking to independent voters? Are we being inspirational? Are we bringing them onto the team? Are we making a case with messaging that makes people want to jump on board so that we can be sure we're going to win in November of 24? Because you can't govern if you don't win. It doesn't matter who gets through the primary. If they can't close the deal in November, it ain't going to work. And right now, I don't think the Republican Party, based on what we just saw in November of 22, is in a place to make the best case for what we bring to the table. And I think we bring a lot. I think we got an incredible product, especially against a lot of this anti-business left-wing stuff you see out of Washington. But I think we've got a great product and a great case to make. But right now, there's a lot of folks kind of sitting on the sidelines. And I think they should be great Republicans, great conservatives. But folks like myself and others are just trying to make sure that we're making that case as a party so that we can all come together and really solidify behind the candidate in November.
I know that you pinpoint November 2022 for obvious reasons. That is a message that did resonate, though, the last time around prior to that. What do you think has changed in that you feel it's not working as well anymore in terms of the direction that the party's going in, Governor?
Yeah, I don't think the direction of the party needs to change. I think there is a great galvanizing message that we're missing a little bit. And that's about what's at our core, right? It is about limited government. It's about local control, pro-business, individual liberties and responsibilities, low taxes, right? Those are the fundamentals that almost all Republicans can rally around and galvanize around, and that really build the basis of the Republican Party. And if we stick to that, we focus on those messaging principles and those principles of good governance, I believe, then I think that a lot of folks would love to see us and kind of be on board with us. But right now, we're not there. We tend to bring in candidates that tend to be more extreme, that allow the Democrats to define them as being more extreme. And that just doesn't pass muster. And the vast majority of those candidates lost in November of 22. They would, I believe, lose again in November of 24. So hopefully we're learning our lesson a little bit and not changing who we're about or where the party needs to go, but just getting kind of back to those basics that I think we can all be very successful.